Good morning, it's Tuesday, July the 8th, and you're watching AGORACOM TV. I'm your host, Paul Kandakos. AGORACOM TV is a daily, fast-paced, edgy show, bringing you the best press releases at the open, along with the halts, so you can hopefully profit from them and potentially find your next great small cap investment. Well, it's a busy news cycle day. I've got 6 great press releases to report on from both sides of the borders, and I also have 1 halt to report on. So without any further ado, let's get down to business so we can get through all this news in a timely fashion. Top story I have for you. Yankee Hat Minerals trades on the TSX Venture under the symbol KHT. Disclaimer time, Yankee Hat is an AGORACOM client. They're actually the newest AGORACOM client. We just signed them on. However, the news, as always, stands on its own 2 feet. They've got some exceptional results. They're reporting on assay results from the first 4 holes at its wholly owned Lobo del Norte copper project, which is located in the southern Yukon. The results include wide and high-grade intersections of copper, and the highlights from the program include 1.62% copper and 0.04% molybdenum over 41 meters, and that's in hole 144. We've got 1.12% copper and 0.05% moly over 20 meters, and that's in hole 143. We've got 2.31% copper and 0.07% moly over 8.66 meters in hole 142. And last but not least, we have a high concentration of 3.85% copper and 0.1% moly over 7.87 meters, and the separate zone of 8.37% copper over 1.34 meters in hole 140. So great results coming out of the company. Welcome on board Yankee Hat Minerals. A little bit about the company. Yankee Hat Minerals identifies, acquires, and develops mineral prospects in mining-friendly jurisdictions with the potential to host large-scale discoveries. The company strategically focuses on advanced stage projects and commodities that have strong underlying price fundamentals, such as tungsten, rare earth elements, copper, and gold. The company's last at 14 cents off the 52-week high of 27.5 cents. Moving on, Tenajon Resources trades on the venture under the symbol TJS. The company is announcing results from holes 15 to 19 and the remainder of hole 14 from its Moly Brook molybdenum property located on the south coast of Newfoundland. Hole 15 intersected a whopping 360-meter section commencing from surface, averaging 0.074% molybdenum. So great numbers there. Within the intercept, there is 213-meter high-grade section averaging 0.1% moly, which correlates with a 222-meter intercept averaging 0.076% moly, located in hole 13, which is approximately 80 meters to the south. We've got a quote from Bruce McLeod, President and CEO of Tenajon, which states, "The Moly Brook property continues to deliver high-grade, near-surface results from this year's drill program. We have consistently seen wide intercepts of near-surface molybdenum mineralization over a broad area. The Moly Brook deposit is demonstrating all the key ingredients of a potential bulk tonnage and open pittable deposit." A little bit about the company. Tenajon Resources is a mineral exploration company actively engaged in the acquisition, exploration, and development of strategic mineral properties. Company's last at 33 cents. Off their 52-week high of $1.08. Moving on, Creston Molly trades on the venture under the symbol CMS. Disclaimer time once again, Creston is an AGORACOM client. They're announcing the results of 12 holes from the recently completed infill drill program on the main molybdenum zone of its 100% owned Creston Molly deposit located in Sonora State, Mexico. The program consisted of 52 holes totaling approximately 15,500 meters. Hole number 37, which was drilled vertically, penetrated an intersection of 175 meters, which averaged 0.08% moly. And then we've also got hole number 32, which intersected 252 meters, averaging 0.12% moly. So pretty great numbers coming from the company. We've got a quote from Jonathan George, President and CEO, who commented, "We are very pleased to have defined a high-grade zone in the eastern portion of the deposit, as well as an unexpected expansion of the deposit to the north. With these results, we look forward to the completion of a new independent resource estimate to be undertaken happen during the summer. A little bit about the company. Creston Molly is a Canadian-based mineral exploration company focusing on molybdenum in Mexico. Company's last at 33.5 cents off its 52-week high of 65 cents. Moving on, we're going over the states. Panglobal Brands trades on the OTCBB under the symbol PNGB. The company is announcing quarterly results for the period ended June 30th. Thus far, they've announced the best quarterly sales revenue in the history of the company, growing 85% over March 31st, 2008. Sales revenues for the 3 months ended June 30th totaled $5.5 million in sales versus $2.93 million for the 3 months ended March 31st, 2008. Year-to-date sales revenues for the 9 months ended June 30th totaled $8.5 million versus $382,000 for the 9 months ended June 30th, 2007. So huge increase in sales revenues. Currently, Panglobal Brands has sales orders totaling $9.1 million for deliveries to retail stores in its order backlog. So that's pretty significant, $9.1 million in backlog. Tells me one of two things. Either they're incredibly successful or they can't keep up with demand. Moving on, a little bit about the company. Panglobal Brands Inc. business strategy is to create a balance with dynamic branded products and the traditionally more stable private label apparel business by selling branded products through specialty retailers and by running a private label division catering to department store chains. Company's last at 55 cents off their 52-week high of $1.41. Moving on, Sinchao Metals trades on the venture under the symbol SMZ. We've got results from drill hole 37, which was drilled on the breccia zone at the Sinchao property in Peru. Highlights from the program include intersection of 188 meters, grading 2.02% copper, 1.7 grams per ton of gold, and 11.3 grams per ton of silver. And this is in a step-out hole, so pretty significant numbers coming from this company. Drill hole 37 is located approximately 275 meters southwest of drill hole 35, which returned 266 meters, grading 0.37% copper, 0.3 grams per ton of gold, and 8.9 grams per ton of silver. Quote from the company, who states, "We are pleased with the successive intersection of significant widths of mineralization as we systematically step-out drill at the Sinchao property. We are continuing step-out drilling in order to define the limits of the mineralization," and this quote is coming to us from President Andrew Gurley. The company's last at 32 cents off its 52-week high of $1.05. And last but not least, Rubicon Minerals trades on TSX under the symbol RMX. We've got drill results from its F2 zone, which is part of the 100% controlled Phoenix Gold project located in the heart of the prolific Red Lake Gold District of Ontario. The company announced today that they hit bonanza-grade gold in the F2 step-out hole. They hit an intersection of 1.8 meters, which returned 361 grams per ton of gold. In addition, they announced a new hole which hit an intersection of 8.6 meters, which returned 9.1 grams per ton of gold. They've updated the long section, which illustrates the gold system now extends over 550 meters. And we've got a quote from David Adamson, President and CEO of the company, who states, "We are excited to see both bonanza grade and thicker gold bearing sulfide sections continuing to expand the F2 gold system. While this discovery is still in its infancy, it is encouraging to see that the major components documented at the Red Lake mine are present at the F2 zone." A little bit about Rubicon. They control 100% of the highly prospective Phoenix Gold project in the prolific Red Lake Gold District. Companies last at 120 off their 52-week high of $2.48. Moving on to the next segment of our program, the halts. Only have one halt to report on, and that's coming from Puget Ventures or Puget Ventures. Trades on the venture under the symbol PVS, and the company has been halted pending news. That's a wrap for today. I'm your host, Paul Kandakos. Make sure to tune in again tomorrow. We've got more great press releases and halts at the open for you.